We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel. From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. A big gain there for the Bills.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Allen now looks to throw. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie from 8 yards out. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Pickett. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Allen going to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was
open. Man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 27 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We all saw the talented big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 54 yards, and the Bills draw a bit closer. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up. Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Pickett. Finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early, are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. There to make the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. To throw, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw on 2nd down. Pickett, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. To throw on 3rd down. Pickett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Crowder now to return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Uncorks one for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
A lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
It's a 1st down and more for Davis. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Going for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On 2nd and 2, Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's Allen to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Allen now on first down. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. And again, it's Allen. It's caught by Davis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Touchdown, Bills! Devin Singletary, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear.
But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on third down. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be fourth down. Operating from the gun. Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Pat Freiermuth with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Off play action. Pickett being chased out left. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Back to throw. Pickett. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills cut into that lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.